Hello there, how yous all doing? It's Ravie Davie here, the Fresh Prince of the Roman Square, and I'm joined by my partner
Georgia.
And this is the 10 Years In podcast. We're on episode 19, the date of my birthday.
That is the date of your birthday. No, only your birthday, by the way.
What? That is a wee bit.
It's not really. The
2 months
19th of
away,
November.
25 days after Christmas, when he's all
That'll be you
going to get me.
officially like well into your 30s then.
31.
31?
Nearly 50. Fuck's sake, man, shut up.
I'm 32.
It's not, I mean, that is closer to 50 than that is not being born.
No. Right, anyway, we've not got to start off arguing. I feel like we're getting a bit argumentative these days.
Because Christmas is coming up and it's cold and I hate it.
I know I've really, really hated life this week. Like, I've just not been sticking to my normal routine. I've not been going to the gym. I've been getting chased after my coaches.
Good.
Been in a bad mood.
Yeah, nothing unusual for that. That's not unusual.
Well, it's been -5.
I know.
Don't see you getting up in the morning and going to help me scrape my car.
But because I go to the gym.
What?
I go to the gym at 5 in the morning.
No, when I leave, I don't leave the house at 5 in the morning. I
Aye.
get up and go to work at 8.
Aye,
You can come out and help me.
obviously not. I'm back in my bed sleeping. Fuck's sake.
David does this thing in the morning where he'll wake up and he'll see me getting ready for work and then he'll fall back asleep. No, he'll wake up, see me and be like, all right, how are you? I'll be like, I'm good. Falls asleep, wakes back up 5 minutes later, says the same thing over again. It's like 5 conversations in the morning.
I know, because I'm interested in what you've got to say.
Yeah. Okay, anyways, we're not going to argue.
I'm not arguing.
So it's episode 19. It's actually a double recording week, hence the
Aye.
reason why I'm here in my professional gear.
You're good.
My good blazer.
You're good woman, so.
My mum's all blazer, to be fair. She gave me this. And the reason, as we said the other day, is Curtis has got a day off. But
She cut us a good day. I was like, have you fair dues, my man?
hope no Becca will be after us.
Could be Becca.
What?
Might be Becca.
Oh, well, I suppose. I thought you meant like with a new lassie.
Fuck's sake, man. He's in the gutter.
I'm a bit tired.
Aye, fair dues, right. Start.
Like, it's quite late.
No,
And
it's
it's
half
Thursday. I'm
6.
all disorientated.
I know, man. Anyway.
Right, anyways, so we decided we've got to
Anyways.
we keep saying the same word at the same time all the time as well.
It's alright. Right, let's get started.
Aye, so today we are going to talk about Christmas.
Christmas, which is in about 30 days or something. Curtis obviously got an advent calendar. Counting the days to December. Fuck's sake.
So I thought we'd bring a bit of Christmas sparkle because by the time this episode goes out, we'll be like the last Thursday in November.
That will be, aye.
I was quite smart from there, wasn't it?
Aye.
Honestly, I said this already, but
Wow,
since
man.
I've been doing this podcast, don't recognise myself.
I mean, you're there, man. You're all confident and.
Got to dump you soon or no?
Aye, fuck's sake, man. They'll just tell you no again.
What?
They'll just say no.
You're like a
There's no
boomerang?
use.
What?
They'll go and play Fortnite with Bo.
You're like, Georgia, you are no dumping me.
I don't know. Fuck's sake.
Right, and also as well, we done a couple of episodes ago, we done an episode where we spoke about holidays, and people have told us since then they thought that was a favourite episode. So we thought we'd bring a wee bit of Thailand stories in the night.
I remember
because
telling other stories about Thailand.
the other day, and I completely forgot them when David told me. I was actually laughing out loud myself at my desk and work. Also, I finished Love on the Run, which was the documentary that we chatted about last week. We should start on Christmas.
Right, let's go.
So, bear in mind that obviously Christmas is fast approaching. I put a wee video on my TikTok yesterday just to get people's Christmas traditions. I also wanted to know if they had any funny Christmas stories, any sort of memorable stories that they had for when they were wee, and also if they'd started their Christmas shopping.
I started mine today.
Did you?
Uh-huh.
That'll probably be because you told me to send you a list. I just say it's not a princess list. I've asked for... What did I ask for?
You asked for shoes, a cup, earrings, and something to scratch your back with. Okay, done. The last one was again in male shoes, I think.
Yeah. Aye. And you've asked me for knee pads.
Knee pads.
Actually, David had bought himself these knee pads a couple of weeks ago. Tried them on for, I would say, the whole of 5 seconds and went, they don't fit me, I'm selling them. So he took them back off again. Now he wants the same knee pads in the same size because he feels he didn't give them enough chance.
Aye, pretty much.
And you've asked me for new wrestling boots.
Mm-hmm.
You asked me for a new jacket.
A new jacket. I didn't need a new jacket. And what else?
I buy a new jacket every single year, and by January it's either
No.
ripped,
Last year it was
burst,
by April.
torn,
Last year was
lost.
April. Last year it was April. I made it to when it ripped.
Yeah,
So I remember it was a Pollock show and I was fucking raging.
that's correct. And also I bought you that jacket in January. I bought you that jacket for your 30th.
So
that was, it didn't actually really make it that far as what
but
you
didn't
think
make
it
it
is.
January's a month. No,
I
even
know.
January's 6 days after Christmas.
So for jacket I bought you, the Black Jordan one, you picked up a bit of steel at the wrestling ring, ripped the jacket.
Tommy Hilfiger one.
No, you done that with the Black Jordan one the year before or
Did I?
not. That's what I was just about to say. Tommy Hilfiger, the one this year. Bit of steel in the wrestling ring, ripped the jacket. Now the Tommy Hilfiger one is now covered in Gorilla Glue. Everywhere. I'm like, can you please just put that in the bin?
No, because then obviously, because what will happen is, right, see if I put that in the bin, right, then when I get a new jacket on, I'll go out one day and I'll start Gorilla Gluing posters and I'll be like to myself, wait a minute, I'll forget that I'm wearing a good new jacket and I'll get glue on my jacket and then I'll go in the house, you'll moan at me, oh you've ruined your jacket, and then we'll go through the cycle again and again. So I'll
Yeah.
just keep the jacket and I'll wear that jacket when I go out, then I'll fucking get Gorilla Glue on it.
Say to me
It'll
all
just be a
night,
big Gorilla Glue
Georgia,
jacket.
Georgia, I'm a free jacket type of guy now. He said, want to keep me warm, a new yin for my Christmas, and one for postering. Want to get glue on.
Aye.
So, that's fine. That's fine.
Well, if I bab it out and then I get glue on my jacket, you'll moan at me.
I don't even moan anymore.
Aye, you do.
Like, it's an
All the time.
expectation that you're going to ruin stuff.
You grill.
What? Do you know what I done as well a couple of months ago? Me and Bo went to the Works in Braehead, the art shop, right? Because Bo's so arty. And me and Bo made a pact that we were going to buy a pair of scissors each. We both went home, we hided our pair of scissors so that we couldn't show David them. And a couple of weeks ago, I took mine out and left them in the drawers in mine and David's room by accident. He saw them, came in for work tonight, went to come in the door, and the scissors that were in perfect condition, all Gorilla Glue, all stuck in the inside of them. You're a letdown.
How am I let
You'll
down?
take care of
You're
it.
the one that's let yourself down. You hid them knowing that if I got a hold of them, they'd get fucked. Then you managed to fucking let them in your sight.
It's
So you've let
pathetic.
yourself down, alright? That is what's happened.
I've got
Don't be
real
blaming
issues,
me.
right? I've got a bit of trauma since I was wee about sharing things with people because for whatever reason, right, when I was wee, I am the type of person, if I get a new pair of shoes, I'll really look after them. I wear them, I'll put them back in the box, they all go in position, and everything is in order. And David and my sister Shannon are both like tornadoes where everything just gets everywhere. So Shannon used to take all my stuff when I was wee and I used to hate it. Now I've found myself a boyfriend out here that also takes all my stuff and ruins it. So that really, anytime you take any of my stuff, I can feel my wee lassie self in me just want to go, right, you're getting a doing.
I do, fuck's sake. She actually does hate it, and if I date with Bose and all, which Bose takes my stuff and uses it all the time, fuck's sake. But if I take Bose stuff, man, she goes, I would know that and go, who knew they act that way and not, what the fuck you talking about?
I've got
Fuck's
trauma.
sake.
I've got like
I know what I
him
mean.
be acting that way as well
Aye.
towards you for using his
I know,
stuff.
man, he's fucking like that. It was just, we're meant to be a family. Let's share.
He said
Know what
to
I
me
mean?
a couple of weeks ago, well, I'm just really sorry that I got brought up in a family where we shared with each other.
Aye. Fuck's sake, sorry, man. You had a boat of juice, it was also my boat of juice.
No,
Fuck's sake.
no.
Your floaters are my floaters. Aye.
Right, anyways, so
Anyways.
I was saying yesterday, we don't really have many Christmas traditions. We used to do the full matching PJs
So did that, to be
situation.
fair.
We never done it last year.
Because Bob was running it.
Oh, Bo was at his dad's last year. But aye, we never done it last
She
year.
probably
but
know what I did this year, to be fair.
I was just about to say that. So, because Bo's 12 now, he's not doing the same things. We usually go to the pantomime, go ice skating, go to Christmas markets. He does not want to do any of that.
Just want to sit and play Fortnite.
Play with his pals, talk to his pals. Doesn't he actually want to know us? We're a complete ready
The
to
other
his
day, I
life.
was like, let's play Fortnite. Because I don't really get time to spend much time with Bo. And I'd cancelled the school because we were out and stuff like that. So I'd said to Bo, you want to play Fortnite? He was buzzing about it. And then when we stuck it on, I beat him twice at it. And then he's one of his wee pals all like that, oh, can we play? I was like, you could definitely tell in his voice now. He's like, oh, Devlin's here. Aye. And I'm like, oh, you want to go and play him? He's like, no, we'll play a couple more games. Beat him again, then that was him who was off, know what I mean? Whereas usually it used to be the other way, but know what I mean? I'd be playing Bo with Fortnite and my mates would mess. He'd be like, oh, game of 2K, and I'd be like, oh. Fuck. Alright, boy.
He just patches us now.
He just patches, doesn't care, but it's not cool. And I always thought, right, because I feel like I actually got a couple of extra years out of it. I mean, I feel like most people's Wayne still think they're cool at P5, P6. I feel like I got an extra couple of years because obviously I love the wrestling and as like you see on that. But I feel like it's come crashing down, but even more for me. You know what I mean? I took it to heart because obviously I was thinking I was immune for it because I'm like this big cool stepdad that does wrestling, not loves wrestling. But even I'm fucking privy
Not
to
cool
it.
enough.
I feel like it just made me grow up a wee bit. Took me a bit longer to mature, which is a good thing because you don't want your brain growing up too fast. Trust me. Because once today,
And they gone back.
it's a wee shame. So poor
So
one from
So on Christmas Day we always have breakfast in our house.
a
and then
big fry up, man. I usually eat about 2 big rolls with all the sausages and bacon and eggs and all on it. And
Too
love
much.
it. Never enough.
And then we go to my mum's for dinner, and she makes good food.
Makes me put
Very,
on 10
very good
pounds.
food. What?
Makes me put on £10.
Aye, she was laughing. She texted me the day she'd listened to 2 weeks' episodes now, but
The last
she was
episode.
like- she always watched it a week behind. And she says to me, let David know that I said that was the right answer about staying with your mother-in-law.
True. Not too
So
well.
she's like, I must be a feeder.
Definitely, man. I love
So,
it. But
in the comments on TikTok, people were saying like they all watch Elf on Christmas Eve. That seems to be a wee tradition.
Elf's a good movie to watch. I like watching Jingle All the Way. That's my
That's a
favourite
good
Christmas movie.
Also, as well, people were saying that they go up the barras on Christmas Eve.
Off cuff right now. My nan used to do that with my auntie, to be fair, on Christmas Eve to go and get all the last minute shopping and stuff like that. And when I was younger, I would just be in the house myself playing a computer, but as I got older, I used it as an opportunity to go and get drunk and stuff like that.
What, on Christmas Eve?
Aye.
What have you got to say off the cuff now?
Top 5 Christmas movies.
Who, mine?
Aye.
I like The Holiday.
Right.
I like Home Alone,
Home Alone.
Elf,
Elf.
The Grinch.
The Grinch.
I can't remember. For Christmas.
For Christmas is good.
What
I like
about
that as well. My top 5 are Bad Santa is 5th.
Oh, it's so good.
Bad Santa's 5th. I would say Elf is 4th. What other ones is there? The Muppets Christmas Carols 3rd. 2nd would be The Grinch, like you said, and then first Jingle All the Way.
Nice.
That's my top 5.
Good choice.
Easy peasy.
So the Barras was very nostalgic and it took me back because when I was wee, the things that I used to want for Christmas, I used to love getting gold jewellery. And there's a jeweller's up in the Barras called the Heart of Gold that when my mum used to take me up there, it was like a day out.
Is it still
And
there?
you go in, I think it's still there. And it's like double-fingered like gold rings and big chains. You just get like big clown chains with the diamantes inside them and all that. And I'm like, oh God, that with your Lacoste tracking, your Meripico. I used to actually wear that when I was in like high school.
I know you're a pure head, aren't you?
I was that. I know. Bad days. Any nostalgic things you can remember?
So at Christmas, we would all come. My nana's house would be like the place to be. So my uncle Steve and his family, my uncle like Tracy, my wee cousins Holly and Jasmine, they would all come round. My uncle Terry and that would come round with me, Mandy, and my nana. We would always get our Christmas dinner, and then the tradition my nana always done, she would always give a wee surprise at the table after, so you'd get an extra present. So one time I remember getting like a wee John Cena spinning pendant thing. It was like a chain with speaking of gold, obviously. It was, so I'd go to the rap album earlier on in the day, and then like, I go to the spinning pendant later on. Where a lot of the times it'd be like a game, like a game that I really wanted, and I would go to it, and my nana would be like, I was playing daft as if like, oh. Then
didn't get it.
And then later on, as I've played every other game, I'd get it, and I'm like, fucking. Obviously, I'd be happy, but I'd always be like, fucking 6 hours or something. I could have fucking had game time on this. Not I mean,
you're like, why did you
fucking
wait?
catch up. I don't need to fucking. Could have been playing that. That's the one game I fucking wanted. Not the rest of them will just let me strong for man. Fucking hell. And then also like, a lot of time with my nana because she was older. my birthday is 25 days of Christmas. She'd buy me hundreds of things, and then sometimes she'd look low things, and then I'd end up getting on my birthday, you know what I mean? Because she obviously she's like, I'm not giving them 3 days after Christmas, fuck's sake, you know what I mean? That actually happened to one of the things that I wanted the most and all, like a mad game for the Nintendo Wii, and it was like Red Dragon or something. It was like a mad Ninja Samurai game, and I thought that would be cool with like the design of the Wii, because you'd have like a sword and whatever in the horn. Pure wanted it. By the time I got it, I was like bored of the Wii and I wasn't even playing that anymore. I think I was like into a Football Manager save or something. I was raging, man. And I gave it, I was like, I don't even fucking want this one. So that was your tradition. Always get that wee extra present after you go to your dinner and stuff like that. It was a good tradition. Yeah.
I feel like I've done the same tradition since I've been wee. Like my mum's always cooked this Christmas dinner, and my granda used to come round. So it was all, when I was growing up, it was just me, my mum and Shannon. That's my big sister. And then I had my granda as well, so he would come round. And now my granny comes and my Uncle Stephen comes, but I was saying to my mum yesterday, have you any? What?
I couldn't know.
I know, but I mean, like, talking about 3 years ago. But I was saying to my mum yesterday, have you any funny stories about what we done at Christmas when we were wee or anything like that? And she was like, what about the time I drank a full bottle of champagne and burnt all the dinner, and everything was actually burnt to a crisp? We had like no food left, and see that way she's like pure mad with it, and she was trying to like salvage the food, but it was just no coming back, because her and my granda ended up, they had a bottle of champagne they don't even barely ever drink, but it's not when you're all happy Christmas, and in spirits, and it's like, this is fantastic.
One in the morning, not mean, because it's Christmas morning, then before you know it, the fucking full bottle was
finished. She's the type of person that will only drink like a couple of times a year. She doesn't even go anywhere. And she drank a full bottle of champagne while her and my granda shared it, and the two of them were by before lunchtime, like absolutely steaming. But I was thinking back, we were talking on work days when we were talking about gifts that we got that will always, things that will always stick in your head. And I remember getting a PlayStation 2. It was a black box one. And at the time I got that, I know I got an electric scooter. But it was a plastic scooter. It wasn't like a petrol one or anything like that. And I always remember thinking, I didn't even ask for this. And my mum used to get up with me and Shannon, and then obviously she'd be pure knackered. And once we'd opened our presents, she used to go back to bed. And I can remember being like, I cannot believe I've actually got a scooter. And I had it, and I turned the thing on. It was like revving right up the wall and everything. I couldn't actually control it.
Was it one of the electric scooters?
I
had one of them as well, man. I used to love that thing, man. My nana got me because obviously she wanted me to go down to the shops and get her messages. That's the only way I can kind of convince her. Not me. Like, Nanny always asked me to go to the shop, and I always say, like, no, I'm not going. Because I was like a wee guy, I was only like 9 or 10. I was like, I'm not going to the fucking shop, not mean for you. Like, got to Jaffas, and my old house was like, I felt that was like a fake Govan cross to where our house is in or something. Obviously it was only a 2-minute walk, but when you were younger, not I mean, everywhere just seems much smaller. So I always remember that, and I was like, oh, but I'll be able to, you're just about to put it, because we always used to, we always used to get 2 free 2 litre bottles of Iron Brew, right? A diet one for my nana and one for me and Mandy. Right, sickening when you actually think about it, and we'd drink it. And we'd drink. I'd pretty much drink mines all
I
myself all day.
remember when I started getting out with you, you used to say to me, why do you not let your Wayne drink Iron Brew? I would well let my Wayne drink Iron Brew. I'm like, what are you actually doing?
And I'm the pure boat. No, I'm the one that's like, fucking,
like, don't do that.
Man, no, stop that, you wee dick.
See, for the PlayStation 2, I'd asked my mum for Grand Theft Auto. Right, I just played I used to play boys games all the time, and you didn't believe me. That I actually played GTA when I was young, so I used to play Vice City, and so it was because you heard me one day singing one of the songs off the radio again, and I said, you're like, how do you know that song? I was like, 'cause it's on the radio in Vice City. You're like, how did you know that? And it took me back, and I was laughing because I'm like, I was in primary school asking my mum for GTA. She obviously had no idea what it was. She obviously just thought it was a driving game, but it took me back to thinking, like, when your mum or your nana or whoever just unaware presents that you're asking for, but get it anyway, because my big sister Shannon went and asked my gran ones for, now you used to get singles like CDs years ago, and she came home for my grans with the cook for South Park's
chocolate salty balls,
sucking my chocolate salty balls, and me and her were just walking about the house like, put them in your mouth and suck them.
Why don't you lick my chocolate salty balls, put them in your mouth and suck them?
Me and Shannon used to sing that all the time. I had no idea what we were singing.
Well, see, I used to get away with that, right? All the time. I used to get away with like that because obviously my nana didn't know anything about the
Aye.
PlayStation. But when I asked for Grand Theft Auto, it was at the time when it was early news and all that, like, oh, you shouldn't be letting your wains play this and that stuff. So my nana was trying to be a wee bit strict about it, and I finally ground her down, man, to getting me it right. And she fucking got the PC version. I couldn't even play it, man. I was fuming, man. What the fuck am I meant to do with this, man?
Aye.
So then I asked for a PC next year for my Christmas so I could play this Grand Theft Auto. I ended up getting on the PlayStation anyway. But I was like, oh, I want to play this. I'd imagined it'd been better than PC. Plus, obviously, I wanted a PC as well to play like Championship Manager and that
Aye.
before I ever got a hang with. And then my nana ended up getting my PC, but it was one of the big fucking. Like, this is when like
Big box.
Aye, like when your flat screen telly's not what coming about. And I got one of the big box PC things. I'm sitting buzzing like, yes, here we go, man. Buzzing. And I start got my mates who she's not, and they've got all wee like class LCD ones and all that. I'm like, oh no, man, I've got can't take people all that. That's what I ended up one time. Took one of my, I was pure buzzing when I go there and all that. I'm like, here we go. And then I brought my pals up to the house, man. They're all bamming it up. But like, where does the coal go and all that? Oh, fucking hell, man.
We were talking about it as well. Like remember you used to top your telly up?
But
Like,
I don't remember it, but I've heard enough about it that I know it's
I
not
know.
lie.
I didn't have that in my house, but I remember somebody who did. But I remember one year as well, me and Shannon got a shared present, and my mum was hiding it in the cupboard in her room, and she opened it and we were like, wow! And it was a Freeview box. Both of us, like the Freeview boxes had just come out, and both of us were fucking buzzing.
Ah, yeah, it was a good present. What else as well? I remember when I was writing into figures, I'd finally found like, the wrestling store, and I'd found the internet and all that, so I was like going about all the wrestlers who I wanted and that. And then I was going about, like, so obviously I was about 10, you know what I mean? So I was looking for them in the house and that. Ended up finding this suitcase, man. I opened it up and it was like every wrestling figure, all the packaged right up. It was massive. Then I found another suitcase, same. I must have had about 100 wrestlers for that Christmas. So that was really good. But that's the one thing. For me, I really love Christmas, right? Because it's the run about Christmas is the time that my mum passed away. It was the 12th of December. 2000 that my mum died, and then I feel like Christmas was the first day when my mum died that I didn't think about my mum because it was obviously like Christmas Day.
Yeah.
I got a Nintendo 64 and I got all my new games and stuff like that. And I was just buzzing, obviously, because it was a time to be happy. Then obviously the next day back to being sad again. But Christmas is like a happy time for me because it just helps me realise the important stuff with family, and that's why I've got your ma's house, and that's why even like kind of offset like when you're like, oh, let's go on holiday at Christmas, I'm like, no, I kind of
Just want to stay here.
I want to be around people that
We've never went on holiday at Christmas once.
I know, eventually we'll do it one time, not
What, stay here?
go on Christmas.
Oh, you want to go on holiday actually for Christmas?
Yeah,
on
you
the
want to do
25th?
that this year, and I
yeah.
was like, no, that's cool, and then you're like,
I don't think Bo would want to do it either. Anyway,
probably not. Can't play Fortnite and Fortventura.
Exactly.
Probably could, to be fair. Definitely could. There's definitely people playing fucking Fortnite and Fortventura. Fuck's sake, what one player just fucking right bad, man. Like, we don't fucking like 2 weeks, know what I mean?
Jen, we read Jane's Hall's mum wrote in the comments that her and her partner Stephen nearly fell out once because he went to Asda because her wains kept changing their mind on gifts that they wanted. And her partner had to run to Asda last minute and get a Spider-Man costume, and they sold them it with no mask. And they were nearly swear going because obviously at Christmas everything's like heightened, everything's so stressful. And
also, I could definitely imagine like whoever one of the boys is, if they woke up without the mask, I could imagine it would have been a tough time for them.
Exactly, it probably wouldn't have been much today. So, and it reminded me as well that I wanted a phone when I was younger, and it was this like Samsung phone that was like a mirror, and I pure loved it, and I kept asking for it. And then I watched EastEnders and saw Stacey and EastEnders with this flip Nokia phone that had like felt on the front, and I was like, oh no, I want that now, to my mum. And she was like, that wasn't what you'd asked for and all this stuff, and changed my mind. And it just made me laugh because I got a message off Bo the day just when I'd left work saying, hi, just forget everything else I've asked you for, but I want this now. Sent me a gaming PC. So I have to forget everything else that was already on the list for Santa. I've now to get him a gaming PC. And I phoned him, I was like, why do you want a gaming PC? That's what Devlin's asked for, he's my pal. I was like, why do you want a gaming PC? Oh, because my pals have got to be on there and they've got to be playing Fortnite on there.
I can play Fortnite on the PlayStation, we'll go to a gaming PC because it will just happen with MMA. We'll play it for fucking a month. Then I'll have a gaming I'll just take it downstairs and I'll use it for sake. Actually, we should Santa. Get the boy a gaming PC, man. Fucking boy deserves it, man. He's been good this year, so he has. Get the fucking boy a gaming PC.
No bother, Santa. Santa's no daft.
Aye. I see what's on my side.
Oh my God. It was
You shut your ears, Martin. Look at
I was actually laughing the day in work when I was thinking that, remember that time, don't know why, you bought me a voucher for Zara and I just burst out green with happiness. It was like, it was as if you never bought me it before in your life, but I was just overwhelmingly happy.
To be fair, I think obviously usually I'm not really the best at shopping, not I mean, and also Georgia is quite particular and she is quite Kim Kardashian.
No, I'm not.
Right, no ball.
The earrings at Ashley the other day were 24 quid.
I know, but you're not
Real
that.
stainless steel and
I
all
mean, like you're
quality.
that way, like you want pure hundreds of money spent on you, but you're quite particular about what you want. Know what I mean? You're like very, very no strict, but not I mean like it can definitely ruin your day if I was to get you something rang or something didn't fit or something like that. Know what I mean? So I just asked Georgia and she sends me everything and I get it. That's what I also think as well. What's the point in me going and guessing stuff and that and then she doesn't like it all? I've got if I dress myself, usually Georgia doesn't really like what I'm wearing and stuff like that. So I don't imagine me going out and picking like things that I think she would like would work because it just seems to be anything I fucking like Georgia doesn't, you know what I mean? So I just feel like asking her is the better thing to do. And the Zara thing was like the first time I'd ever been like, oh, I know what to get her, you know what I mean? I don't need to ask her. And then it was a bit of voucher, you know what I mean? So basically just on money, but it was for our favourite place to shop.
I don't know, he actually told me as well that the reason it into Zara as well was to try on clothes for a TikTok video, remember that? So I don't know if you actually meaningfully bought me the voucher or it was just for the purpose of you going in there to try on
it was
some
definitely
clothes.
that was the reason I was in it, to get you a voucher, and I thought, oh,
whilst I'm here,
two birds, one
whilst
stone.
you're at it.
Two birds, one stone.
But one present that you have bought me before, which has been amazing, was you took me to Thailand.
Aye, that was it for Christmas?
No, I know you did. That was for Christmas.
Oh, it was expensive.
Yeah, no, it was actually alright. So it says me, I didn't fucking pay half a penny.
Exactly.
I took spending money.
No, it wasn't expensive when you were there. That was one of the whole. That's what I always say. Like, me and George have been to quite a lot like places that it's expensive to get to, but like Jamaica, Egypt, and stuff like that. But I would say to somebody is, see, like you'll end up saving on actual spending money because like the equivalent of what you'd usually take to like Spain ends up being like 3 months' wages there. Not in Thailand, we took I don't know, it was like 40, like I don't know, something like 70,000 baht or something like that. And that ended up being like the equivalent of like 3 months' wages there, you know what I mean? So we were living like kings for the 2 weeks that we were there.
Yeah, it was brilliant, wasn't it?
No, it was fantastic. In Jamaica and Egypt and all, I mean, the money we took, like, we ended up taking, we could have stayed there for 3 months, not I mean, but like, rented out a house and all that. Still didn't have any money.
Aye. That's a good thing though, that when it is that cheap and you're taking like extra money, you can date every excursion and everything possible.
That's what we did in Thailand.
Which we definitely did.
Scuba diving, we went to all the different islands.
The gas tank was too heavy for me and I was like crawling along to the beach to get in the water because you were way ahead of me.
That was good. You could, and obviously all the oceans and that are pure clear. It's fantastic, all that kind of stuff.
So worth it.
On one of the excursions we ended up got like a monkey island, and George was like, take a picture and I'll pose for you and that. Like, no bother, and all that, and pose and all that. So I done the Shawn Michaels, right, and basically Shawn Michaels like a stretch where your knees pointed that way and then your legs straight and you
get your hands up like muscle man.
Aye, pretty much. And my shorts burst and my my balls were hanging out the side. And seeing the picture that George just took, you can see like my balls hanging out and all the monkeys like kind of turning around looking at my balls, man, as if it's like a wee snack for them. Not I mean, thank God I got onto the boat after that, or I'd get absolutely my balls chewed or punched about like wee punching bags. And they actually would have done it as well because later on, I think it was another excursion, me and George have ended up in this monkey temple. And I've went, it was like hundreds of monkeys everywhere, right? And there was these wee old women, right, selling you bananas, and you think obviously, it's sound because these wee old women are just sitting here with all these bananas and none of the monkeys are doing anything. But obviously the wee old women are game as you like and they've been there for like it's dog eat dog, not I mean, it's either these monkeys steal my bananas or I'm selling them to people to make money. So obviously the wee old women get them tailed, but we don't get them tailed. They know the monkeys know the tourists are scared, not I mean, because we went and bought bananas to feed them like here we go. And the monkeys have jumped up on me and Georgia and like ripped the bag off.
I had the Big Daddy one literally wrapped around my back, and I was like,
And they'll get big sharp teeth and all that, man.
Aye.
You know, I'm trying to like take my bag back. I'm not a fucking.
He's
I'm not
trying,
daft. You know what I mean?
he's not
Fuck's sake, I'm
getting
getting. Well, obviously in my head, I'm not getting fucking took for a dafty half a fucking wee monkey. Young, he's coming up and I'm like, how are you? And he's like, that fucking try. I'm like, wee man. Fucking ends up getting. I'm like, right, cool, man. Have the bananas. I was going to give you them anyway. Fucking take them.
You'd got the bag back at first, right? But then after that, you were a bit nervous because you thought they're coming for you. Because you're like, you're like jumping back and then you're like, I'll fucking take it.
I'm not getting fucking rabies or something like that. I mean,
I know, we were at another.
But then you see the woman, they go to the old woman and the woman will try to sell them to somebody and they come in and basically try and like grab them before. And the old woman just goes like, fucking, and they all shite themselves, man.
You're obviously
so I was kind of thinking, no, I was like, that's how I was being a bit like forced, like try to keep them because I seen all the old women are fine. But nah, they know I've no got it deep down. They know I'll let go of it. You know what I mean? They know deep down, and they've seen it with other tourists and that. I'm not the first daft that's walked in there and tried to keep their bag. You know what I mean? They know eventually I'll be like, right, sorry. The old woman probably got sticks or something to slap them. You know what I know? Probably feed them as well. Yeah. Probably the game plan. The old woman, they probably steal the bananas, give half of them back to the old woman, and then fucking eat half of them. And that's
it's like part of the plan. In another bit we went to, there was monkeys, but they were in an actual cage, and we turned round to get a selfie with them, and one of them pulled me back actually to the thing with the ponytail. Like they're so strong, and they just came out from nowhere as well. You want to tell them about being on Bangor Road and Phuket?
Bangor Road. So before it or early, so is it night time or daytime? Because the daytime we were on Bangor Road, we were down at the beach and stuff like that, and it ended up pure raining. And I've been like running to get shelter, and as I've done that, I've like kind of fell in like a mad manhole. Do you remember that? Know what I mean? Like my pure cut my leg. I was raging, man. I was actually fuming, shouting and all that. All these wee Thai people and all that, pure like, oh, he's aggressive. I was going mental, man.
They're already looking at you anyway because they never saw him. They like. It was as if they'd never saw him. They really
like
tall with pure white blonde hair,
blue eyes, handsome, chubby Channing Tatum, look alike, you know what I mean? And then also as well, it was raining, right? But the rain wasn't. It's not like rain in Scotland, not what it's called. It was like nice and warm, and I'd just been at the beach, so I wasn't like putting a tap on it, and like they're all looking at me like I'm fucking stupid, man. Like, what the fuck? So that was the daytime events. Like, I'd nearly fucking cut my leg off in a manhole, and then people looking at me like I'm stupid. But then later on, we went down to Bangor Road, and never mind all the times I was getting hundreds of contraband put in my face for a country where if you get caught taking this stuff, you will get killed. I don't think it's changed now, but back then it was very, very illegal. Never mind that happening. But then later on, me and Georgia went into like a wee pub to get some drinks, cocktails, and that. And I've been dragged up on stage, and I usually enjoy getting dragged up on stage and being the centre of attention. Usually I actually try and these people usually bring you up to try and embarrass you, and I like the idea of upstaging them and showing them that actually you've picked the wrong person to fuck with the day. Happened in Turkey with the drag queens where I get dragged up, and by the end of it they were off fuming because everybody was cheering for me and no them. So they brought me up with this one, and it's like, the only way I could describe it is if you've ever been in Benidorm, Sticky Vicky. Yeah. It's kind of like that. These
ping pong show.
These ping pong show actually. These wee Thai women popping ping pongs that are no
Archerin.
Archerin, aye, what? What's that it's called?
People say Shireen Nanjiani.
Oh, Shireen Nanjiani. I thought you'd learn a wee bit of Thai there. I was like, oh, my Georgia, man, brigging it, loves the fucking podcast. A minute ago, she couldn't remember any Thailand stories, and now she's fucking remembering what they call their fannies. Fucking hell. But anyway, their fannies.
Right, keep going.
Anyway, so they're obviously doing all this mad stuff, man. Fucking lighting wee light bulbs and all that, and fucking whipping out razor blades, whatever. But they end up bringing me up on stage. They're obviously asking for volunteers and all that. And George's like, on you go, you know what I mean? Fucking, they've targeted me. I've ended up getting dragged out. I'm also looking at George. I'm like, is this allowed? You know what I mean? Fucking, have I got the okay to do this? No, I mean, it does a little bit. They end up bringing me up, right? And she's put a candle on me. Like a birthday cake with some lit candles on it. And let's just say, if you're under 18, turn this off. Don't listen right at this point here. But she has the word what you would call a queef or if you're not well read and an intellectual, a fanny fart. So she fanny farted on me and blew out these candles. And fair play, it was she's got more wind on her fanny than I've got in my lungs, because she done it in one go, whereas I feel like it would have took me a couple of blows to get it out, especially with the distance as well. No, I mean, it wasn't.
Was that across the table?
I think she was actually trying to how close I would need to do that. No, I mean, I'd end up like getting shaved. No, I mean, if I was to like blow out my arse cheeks, no, I mean, I'd end up with like a singed arsehole. No, I mean, because whereas like she was quite far away, and she still managed to put it out. No, I mean, pun intended. So I was quite degraded, to be honest. Not gonna lie, no, it's alright to laugh about it now, but when you've got a woman demasculating you like that in front of your future life to be, it wasn't the best thing.
You
Know what I
wanted
mean?
to do it?
First I think I was going to get queefed upon. Know what I mean? Fucking hell! Fuck's sake, man! I thought I was going to, like, I don't know, get asked to pull it like a handkerchief or something, which I mean would have been fun. No, I mean, we took a lot. Pulling it back in. But no, I just get made to lay there, man, where she squatted down me and farted on me, man. Like, cheers, mate.
You look terrified.
I did, because obviously I looked up, man. It was just an endless hole, endless chasm, man. Could I climbed up there, man? The wee guy for 127 days was stuck up there, I'm sure.
Oh, too funny. So, the ping pong shows were everywhere
I
in
know,
all
they were
Thailand.
And then later on in another part of Thailand, we went into a wee pub, another wee pub. This time it wasn't getting queefed upon. This time it was getting hit on, getting fired into, getting what you call it? What's the word?
Don't say courting.
Courted. So we were in a pub getting drunk, right? And a guy from Rutherglen owned it. And what happens was this young Thai lady who's walking
I
behind
think
the
we've
bar.
said this one in the last episode.
Wasn't it? Maybe in the last episode. Maybe.
No,
Maybe
couple episodes ago.
Maybe I said it a couple of
Right.
episodes ago. Oh well, may as well tell it again. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I've started it, and there might be some people this is their first episode listening.
Yeah, definitely.
So on you go. But
On you go.
Well, in this pub in Thailand, and the guy for the Rutherglen owned it, and the young ladies came out, and she's basically like, talking to us all night, being very nice, being very friendly, and then she must have realised at a stage, oh, these two are very drunk, I'm going to proposition them. Proposition me first. She was asking me if I'd like to take her home, pay a fee, and I can take her home for the night. And I was like, no, it's okay, I've got a girlfriend, no. And she's like, no, two ease. So I'm like, no, I could never do that. Never ever. Oh, couldn't do that. Couldn't we know Georgia? No, right, fair. Honestly, we can't do that. I would never like to do something like. And then the guy comes in and he's trying to sell us them all. To be fair, man, the guy from he's like, you can have them all, mate. I was like, honestly, mate, I'm not even allowed one.
I like the fact that you said that, no, I'm with my girlfriend. No, even like, no, I don't actually want to do that.
No, obviously I don't want to date. I'm just saying it's a bit rude. You know what I mean? Like, I can understand for myself. You know what I mean? Being like, coming up and being, oh, do you want to take me home? And then me having to explain, no, I've got a girlfriend. You know what I mean? But like, you're like right there. It's quite obviously we were partners. You know what I mean? So I suppose Thailand is a bit of a freaky country. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Probably 42s were there for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
Keys in
remember
a bowl.
that David went away and got a massage on like the second last day of the holiday.
No, it was the last day before we were gone.
Oh, I was absolutely livid.
You thought it was one
because
of the mad seedy
I
ones,
thought
didn't
it
you?
was like this seedy place.
No, it was just it was an actual little hotel next door.
What's wrong, my Bonderos?
Just started the wrestling not long into that, man. I was feeling it a wee bit. I was like a wee massage. You know what I mean? And then I was combined. I was wondering, was like, why pure rage? He's like, I told my mom about this. No, she said you're a mad creep. And I was like, but just get a massage. Just
It's
like a
meant
little
to be
massage.
like so creepy.
No, there was hundreds of like, see the ones on the main street when they were all like, you want to come for a massage? They were, but this one was just one next to the
Aye.
hotel. But anyway, I wouldn't be like, I asked you to come with me. Like, do you want to go and get a massage? You're like, no, fucking. Jim, no, I mean, let's go and get a mad fucking tantric sex massage together. Fuck's sake, no, obviously no.
See,
I mean,
in,
unless
in Thailand, the massage shops were on every corner.
aye, no, and there was like 10 different women
Women
outside.
standing
You know,
outside?
oh, and some of them had Adam apples, and some of them didn't. You know what I mean?
What happens?
Not Adam's apples. Obviously,
Aye.
some of them were. Don't know if the word's politically correct. So I don't want to say it. You know what I mean? But like,
Yeah.
some of them were. I'm not going to say the word. Know what I mean?
Some
But
of
they
them were guys.
Okay, no, they weren't trans. But it's not. I don't know. It's not transgender, either, is it? This is that.
Oh,
What
aye.
is that maybe? Aye,
Yeah.
like, The word they use, right? So this is the word they actually use, you know what I mean? So if I offend anybody, I'm really apologise. But the word that they actually do use is Thai lady boys. That's the actual word.
Because we went to see a show.
Aye, and they actually had a show about it and that as well. So if anybody watching this is offended, I do thoroughly apologise. It's just the word and terminology that they use. And to tell the story, it just makes, I feel, more people understand what we're talking about if we say that. So
we went to see a show and that was fantastic. We also went to a boxing night as well.
Aye, Thai boxing, man.
That
We're
was
just
fantastic.
kicking fucking each other, man.
So bad. They were actually leathering each other.
Kicks right in the head, man. Guys getting knocked out in the first round every time. That would be wild. And this is like probably guys not making much money at all, to be fair. They're actually killing each other. So you need to respect that. It's obviously Thai kickboxing is obviously probably one of the biggest sports over there.
Yeah. But that was, everything about it was amazing. Just get the opportunity to go, you need to go.
I'd love to go back to Thailand, to be fair, because there's obviously all the different islands and stuff like that as well. We were at Phuket.
Yes.
We were at Phuket. So obviously there's a lot of different places you can go.
Yeah.
I'd actually like to go to the, don't know what part it is, but I've read a book before about the island.
What is it? A place there?
No, it's a place in Thailand. There's a book called, no, there's a book and a movie called
The Island.
The Island, and Tom Cruise was in it. Or was it Leonardo DiCaprio? I think it was actually DiCaprio now that I mention it. And obviously it's a bit like this guy goes to an island and they're not finding, like, he gets stranded on it or whatever, and like, at one point of the island like tunnels of weeds getting like grown and all that, and like, they're having to like try and get it for money and stuff. It's a big complicated story, but there's like that actual movie got filmed in Thailand.
Alright.
So it would be good to like, go to that island, go to Koh Samui, go to Bangkok would be good as well, obviously the actual main the capital of Thailand.
Yeah. Definitely. Anything else you want to cover on Thailand?
I think I can't really think of anything else that we did do.
We did a paint party where you. Remember that time I was violent. I was violently sick.
Was that when you were sick there?
No, I think that was the first night after we were in that pub in Rutherglen. And quite a lot of when you got the excursions in Thailand, it's like a tiny wee minibus.
That's when we got to the elephants. Got to see the elephants when we end up like driving about on.
It's like wee windy roads and they go really fast. The buses are really, really small. And I kept saying to him, I've got to be sick. And you ended up shouting to the driver to stop. We need to stop. And as soon as we did, Georgia was sick outside. So I opened the door and it was just like The Exorcist.
I think you must have, like, you must be something with Georgia when she's travelling. She needs to be the driver. Because like, if she's no driving, she ends up like, feeling sick a lot. I know, it's strange. But then other times I'm fine. So I don't know. When we went to Dublin a couple of weeks ago, it was happening again on the plane. And I was like, here we go again. It comes on me dead fast. Sometimes I get it, but I'm maybe sick after a flight.
I know, strange. I was reading up about it and it says basically it's like the movement in your ears or something. It's like the motion.
I should get
so I feel
cut a Wills original, didn't you?
You're fucking the only person that's keeping Wills original in business.
Probably, man.
Right, so that was what we were going to cover. But as I said, I have finished Love on the Run, which is what I spoke about in last week's episode about a woman who, I can't remember her name, which is so bad, worked in
Dottie?
The jail. No, it starts with an M, I'm sure. Bet you doesn't.
Matilda?
No, just don't guess it. You're putting me off. No.
Molly?
What?
Molly?
No.
Right, sorry.
And she fell in love with a prisoner called Casey, who was in there for attempted murder, but also tried to murder numerous people. So the bit that I got to last week was, spoiler alert, by the way, in case I get shouted at right now. If you don't want to watch the episode...
No, if you do want to watch it.
If you do want to watch the episode, then stop listening here. Is that what you want me to say?
Aye, because that's what I do, obviously, like, with other podcasts, but I end up going, I'd rather just listen to you talk about it and decide if I want to watch it.
Aye. So anyways, they managed to escape for the jail and a manhunt is out to get them, which the woman obviously knows she's getting caught within a couple of days. So they're staying in a hotel and they managed to track them down, and they obviously get the sense that they're being watched. The reason they get caught is because somebody takes a delivery to them, and because they're all the news in America, somebody then phones the police and says, I think I've just delivered the pizza to these guys. And what?
Fucking grass.
I know, but I think probably
give them a shite tip.
Probably quite a lot of people have maybe thought that she was being like forced into this.
Yeah.
Aye. So anyways, both of them leave the hotel, jump in the car, and the guy Casey's driving, and they're getting chased until the car goes down a ditch. It's not a big ditch though, it's probably just a dip in the grass. It's probably no even, it's maybe less than 5 feet, the ditch, but it means the car can't get back out. And whilst they're being chased, she ends up phoning 911. Now, they didn't know if she was going to if she was phoning 911 to maybe try and pretend that he'd forced her into this situation. But anyway, when they get caught in the car falls down the ditch, she shoots herself in the heat and she dies.
What's that?
I know. And he gets caught and he goes back to jail. And I didn't expect that to happen. I know.
Duh.
Because initially they thought that when the car had crashed, that she was maybe just knocked out because of the force. But actually then they realised that she'd shot herself in the back of the head. Vicky.
Shot herself in the back of the head. He's obviously killed her.
Well, I was thinking that, but they had they didn't think that
She shot herself in the back, I suppose.
But they were saying it was like a really weird, the place where she'd shot as well was really strange.
That's what I mean. It's definitely he's shot her, but it's also that it's one of the ones he's killed her, but he's getting done for hundreds of extra fucking murders and attempts anyway, and they'll be able to put him in jail for the rest of his life anyway. So why try and prove they also shot this woman? Not I mean, who was also going to get the jail. Not I mean. That's probably what it's panned. So
I actually thought that he would have killed himself and all. So I actually knew he needs to go back to jail, knowing that he was going like that. Is my wife okay? Is my wife
to be
okay?
fair, but he was obviously getting life in the jail anyway, you know what I mean? So his he'd just go a couple of days out doing a bit of boragging and that and fucking know what I mean? A change of hole instead of the guy's arse that he's hanging in jail, know what I mean? It's no a wee bird, know what I mean? Obviously that's so he's had a cracking week probably, know what I mean? A wee change of scenery, but no, she's pan breed.
That's what one of the police that was one of her colleagues came on and said she basically gave him like the best, I think it was like 9 days or something, say the best 9 days that he's probably got to have now for the rest of his life, but she ended hers through doing it.
Mental.
Which is shit.
She had a husband or not, didn't she? Or was
No, she had never. She was with somebody initially and then he passed away. And then she'd never found anybody else since then. And I think she'd always said, she was never interested in anybody, but obviously...
It's obviously because they don't want her.
Aye.
And then probably that's why she'd killed herself. She's like, no, the only guy that wants me is... Maybe she did kill herself, and maybe she's like...
maybe she just knew she was going to jail.
Maybe obviously as well, but she's like, the only guy that wants... Even because she could have got out, but no, I mean, like, I don't think... She'd have probably first time offender and stuff like that. She'd have probably got like fucking 8 years, which is a long time, obviously.
Yeah.
But something like 8-10 years or something like that, and then get out. Whereas... Like she'd probably think, well, the only guy that's ever wanted me has got to be in jail for life.
Yeah.
Boom.
I know, I forgot to say this on the episode the other day, but she'd retired and everything. She just held in her retirement and said she was leaving like the following week. And then obviously said that she'd sold everything, sold her house and everything for an auction. She didn't even wait and get the proper market value of her house. She just did everything so quick because she knew that this training day was coming up where she knew she was going to be able to get him out. She actually as well, like, took him out the jail the week before and done like a trial run of what she was going to do and carried on to the other officers he was to go to court and brought him back 9 minutes later.
What?
It was this, she was just trying to piece everything together.
That she could do this.
That she was going to be able to do it.
That's crazy shit, man.
I know. So that was that. Obviously I'll start watching something else now for next week's episode, but this weekend you are being Mr. Ravie Davie / Santa Claus.
I'm always Mr. Ravie Davie. I'll be Santa Claus this Saturday in the Florence house, is it?
Yeah, you've got to volunteer.
I've been volunteered, put my name ahead for it. Obviously, big community guy, so I'm out. So any opportunity I get to give back to the community, I love to do it. Florence house is an old folks home, I right saying that? An old folks home that obviously helps a lot of older people in governing the surrounding areas, and I'm going to get to work. I'm going to get to go and be Santa. Actually, funny story about Florence House. Not going to go into names or any stuff like that, but I always just remember one of my mates, Moz, used to work there when we were younger, and we'd obviously all slag each other, and one of my other mates went, I can't think about it, mate. Your ma works in the Florence house. She's in there wiping all people's arses and then going home and making your dinner. That's a good bit of part, man. 10 out of 10, man. And the boy would still argue with that boy after that. I'd be like, right, I've never got to come back for that.
I am running a 10k on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
So obviously,
I didn't understand that much.
What?
I didn't know it was this Sunday.
You getting me on? I've not spoken about it to you.
Not much, know what I mean? You've obviously mentioned it, but you've not been like, what you'd have been telling me fucking.
Aye, so I started running. Obviously, I get completely obsessed with everything in my life. Started running in September. After running a couple of weeks, I was running 10Ks and thought, fuck this, I've got to sign up. Now it's a yellow weather warning for snow and rain.
No, I slept outside, man.
I know it's pure slippy out there.
Freezing and all, man. I've been put half day in my pulled start of the week because the university had finished. I wanted to really get into the posting mindset because it's so cold. My wee fingers are freezing.
And you get gloves and stuff.
You need to get everything, man. You need to get yourself a wee fleecy thong. I don't know. Do you know what I've actually wanted to do? But
nervous about it.
I know. I think you're doing brilliant. Are you and Lisa, or just doing it yourself?
No, me and Lisa.
Go to send that.
No, Lisa's boyfriend Darryl has been training for the past few months because he's staying the half marathon, and he's been out training all the time, and then realised the other day that actually never even signed up for it, and the bookings were closed. So he's been training for a half marathon for months now. He can't even go and do it.
That's shite, man.
I know.
Can you just turn up and be like, here, guys?
You're not allowed. I think you need a bib with your name and your number and that on it in case anything happens to you.
Make one then.
I said to Lisa, like, I'm nervous. Lisa done a half marathon. Make one.
Aye, make a fake one. Just turn up. Then he's got to check it. Know what I mean? Then he's got to think with him. He's got to notice that.
Lisa done the Great North Run in Newcastle. She done the half marathon a couple of months ago, and she said that when she was like in the pits, pure dying, I says, would like other runners stopping for you now? And she was like, no, really, no. She went, but the people at the side of the road, once they can see you suffering because your name's on the bib, they're like, come on, Lisa.
That's cool.
So I'm like, hopefully we'll be fine on Sunday. I just want to get to the end. And then when I get to the end, my eczema's got to be all itchy because I'm all freezing. Then I'll be sweaty.
No, you'll be freezing. You'll be warm by the time
I know, but it's like a mixture of being too cold and too hot instantly. My skin can't handle it. I'll be all agitated. Probably come home and
more at me.
Batter you, aye.
No batter me, can't be good. Then I have to listen. Oh, the shite. Well, that is really good. I hope you absolutely smash it.
I know most people's families not normally got them support them, to be fair, and be waiting at the finishing line.
I know, but are we
think about all the times that I tell you the finishing time for you.
When is it? Where is it?
I can't see you honest. And I'm just saying that to make you feel bad.
No, I do feel bad now. Fuck's sake.
Maybe like the only one time you had to support me in.
No.
Jokes. No, I'm joking. But me and Lisa, we're going up together. We're just going to get the subway up.
Fair, where does it start?
Glasgow Green. And then apparently it's like a pretty flat route, so it'll only be an hour.
That's not bad.
Because we can run the 10k just over an hour. And hopefully if it's cold, then I'll be wanting to run faster.
I need to sprint.
Yeah, no, I need to keep the pace because I'm not that experienced. I've not ran in 2 weeks either because it's so cold outside.
It's fucking freezing, man. I hate it. Actually,
I think we'd be used to it by now.
What?
I think we'd be used to it
no,
by now.
Honestly, man. I always remember. See the day that I realised I was never going to weld again. Like, as soon as I got my papers, I was done with welding. I remember, right? Do you know where obviously Big Licks is?
Aye.
That used to be a Toby Carvery, right?
Yeah.
I built that with my bare hands.
Oh, he loves this. When he used to be a welder, he wants to tell you all the things that he built.
Aye. So we built that, right? Me, Big Billy, Muir and stuff like that, right? Absolutely freezing cold. And obviously it was my first year as like an apprentice or whatever. And it was balty. It was like pure ice rain, right? And all my job was today was while they were putting all the steel up with the crane and stuff like that, was to get the nuts and the bolts and just put them on.
Oh.
But it was freezing cold, so the nuts and the bolts are obviously pure frozen. And then there's all this like sleet rain coming down.
Oh.
And the guys up in the cherry pickers, they've got gloves on, and it's like all you need to do is that. You couldn't like quite sort it out, like get the washers and all that and stuff if you didn't have your gloves off. So I'm sitting making them pure freezing, man. And I was like to myself, see, this is no for me. I'm no going to be doing this. I don't even care if I'm the one up in the cherry picker or I'm the one down here making the fucking bolts. Being outside in the freezing cold is no for me. I always remember when I was as a wee guy and me and my mates used to kick about the streets and that. Always remembered at the winter time I'd always be like, see, when I'm old enough to stay in the house and no be out in the fucking winter, I'll be doing it because That is horrible. Why do you want to be cold? I would rather freezing to death. Freezing to death is the worst death I could ever imagine. Honestly, I'd rather be stabbed to death or
Oh,
burnt to death or fucking, I don't know, get the most horrible thing that you can think of. I would rather get that done than fucking froze to death. Oh,
And on that note, I think we're done.
Aye.
So
To go back out in the cold.
yeah, but thank you all.
Thank you very much. We will see you either next week. We usually see us at the normal times, to be fair, but we might see you next week on a different day.
Okay, bye.
That's what's happening.